This is Holly with WoodlandsHits.com, and I have Kandas Rodarte here in the studio. You are a wonder of many things, but you are with Send Out Cards.
Yes.
You are battling breast cancer.
Yes.
You were recently diagnosed.
About 3 years ago.
Okay, so tell me about the beginning stages of, when you thought something was wrong, or, tell me a little bit about that.
Long version or short version?
Short version.
Okay, so March of 2014, I was getting dressed and I realized I didn't have any clean bras. So I put my hands over my boobs and walked over to the laundry room to grab a fresh bra out of the laundry room. Mm-hmm. And I felt with my thumb a very large lump. And I was relieved in a way because I had just signed up for insurance on the health insurance marketplace.
No way.
So for the first time in 20 years, I had insurance.
Wow.
And I was like, if I was ever going to find a lump, now would be the time to find it.
Sure.
So took a few weeks of calling around because I hadn't been to a doctor in years. Mm-hmm. Took a while calling around finding a doctor, but I finally got a doctor appointment and went in for my mammogram. And 2 hours later, I was on a table having a biopsy.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And it came, I got the results back on April 30th. I'd actually gone into a doctor's office, made an appointment with a doctor to get referrals for oncology because the lump was very large. Mm-hmm. And based on everything that had happened up to that point, I knew I needed to be making proactive steps before I even heard the diagnosis. So I got the phone call in the primary care physician's lobby.
No way.
That it was cancerous. And so I walked in, still on the phone with the radiation oncology, what are they called? Intervention radiologist who diagnosed me. I was on the phone with her as I was meeting the PCP for the very first time.
Oh my gosh.
And then we just went from there.
My gosh. That is quick. Mm-hmm. I'm glad they took good care of you then.
Yeah.
So
St. Luke's Hospital.
Was it St. Luke's?
That did the initial
so
diagnosis.
Kudos to St. Luke's.
Mm-hmm.
Woo woo.
Yep.
So what kind of treatment are you enduring?
Okay, so we did it all. We did chemo. And after 6 treatments of chemo, which was every 3 weeks, so it lasted like 4 months, mm-hmm. I said I didn't really want to have surgery. Mm-hmm. I didn't really understand at that point that surgery was required because I thought that now we've done chemo, I don't want to have surgery because I wasn't educated at that point. And I pushed off the surgery, and then I went in for I finally was convinced, yes, do the surgery. And what the surgeon removed was the same size as the lump that had been. So chemo shrunk it, and then it grew back in a very short amount of time.
Oh my gosh.
So if I had waited any longer, who knows?
Right.
So don't put it off. If your doctor is telling you need to have surgery, don't put it off.
Great,
so they took 25% of my breast and some nodes and all that good stuff. So now I have this funny shaped boob.
You're just unique. That's all.
Exactly. So a lot of women, the whole thing is gone, and I still have some of it. So that's cool. And then we did radiation therapy, which was, everybody's going to tell you their own story, but radiation therapy is humiliating. Mm-hmm. It's humiliating. You lay on a table, people draw on you, and then this machine, goes around in circles on you, and you do it every day I did it every day for almost 7 weeks.
Oh my God.
So it's just this, you show up, you just put a smile on your face, and you do what you do. But the only thing that got me through it is I pretended that the machine was George Clooney. Because the machine makes these little clicking noises. So it's like George Clooney's kissing me. He's kissing me because I'm laying there naked, and this machine is making kissing sounds. So close your eyes. It's George Clooney kissing me.
Yes, George, if you're hearing this, we would love for you to come and kiss on Kandas.
I'd love that.
For real. That is awesome.
So after radiation, then we went into maintenance mode. Well, after radiation, we discovered that cancer had spread to my lungs. The long story, I had a lung biopsy. It was a very, very small nodule in my lung mm-hmm. that had been there for about a year. So we went ahead and biopsied it, and the whole biopsy story. If you really want to know about lung biopsies, there's a video on my website that you can link to.
Really?
Yeah.
What is your website?
It's momgeek.com.
Okay.
momgeek.com.
Okay. I'll make sure and put that on the video.
I'll put the link to the video. Because it's the story of the lung biopsy is too long to share now, but it's pretty hilarious.
Okay.
And so it came back that it was positive, which is negative. So I'm on, metastatic. It's considered metastatic breast cancer, which is terminal. So I will be in treatment for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. So I do Herceptin, there's different kinds of breast cancer. There's like 100 different kinds of breast cancer. Mine is estrogen positive, estrogen receptive, and then I can't remember the HER2 positive, which is a protein, and progesterone negative. So I'm on treatments to prevent my body from producing the estrogen and prevent my body from producing the HER2. So I'm on Herceptin every 3 weeks, which is an infusion through my port, and then every 4 weeks I get a Lupron shot in my hiney, and every day I take a pill called a Remedex, which suppresses the estrogen.
Okay. And I mean, you are glowing. I have to tell you.
Well, I am in remission right now.
You are glowing.
I have no evidence of disease right now, so
nice.
I'm feeling good. But
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That is
you.
so awesome. So I actually met you last year at the Couture For The Cause.
Yes, that was fun.
You were strutting the runway as
With my
a
blue
model.
wig.
Yes.
It was fun.
So tell me about that experience.
I had actually done fashion shows before, but it was not this level of professionalism. So I was blown away number one, by how professional the whole thing was.
Yeah.
The other fashion shows I'd been in, I had, the makeup and all that was great, but it wasn't anywhere near this experience. So I actually got a call like 3 weeks before the fashion show and said, "You want to be a model?" And I was like, and the clothing fitting. So I gave the guy who ran the fashion show. I don't know if it's going to be the same guy this year or not. But the guy who ran the fashion show, he wanted to know all this stuff about me, my size, what I like to wear, blah blah blah. So I filled out this sheet and I sent it in, and I had to send a picture too. So I sent him a picture of me, and so I get to the fitting, and there are these 2 outfits hanging in the dressing room, just hanging there. I walk in, put on the first outfit, they zip me up, it fits perfectly, it looks great. Change out to the second outfit, zip it up, looks great. I'm like, and 5 minutes later, I'm out the door.
Wow.
That was how good the coordinator was for the fashion show. The one thing that I didn't know was that I had to buy my own shoes. So
Sure.
that kind of threw me off, but
Hey, you can still strut the runway barefoot.
yeah. Well, I ended up finding one pair of shoes that went with both dresses.
Oh,
So,
woohoo!
yeah. And they wanted me to wear heels, and I'm like, I'm a California Birkenstock wearer. I'd rather be barefoot. So.
I would rather be barefoot as well.
So it was really, really fun. So that was, and then you get to the actual day of the event, and they have makeup and hair artists. And I was in the right smack in the middle of treatment, and so I was bald at the time. The model coordinator actually brought me a blue wig to wear. Aww. It was so much fun. It was this bouffant blue wig.
I remember.
It was so much fun.
And it looked amazing on you.
Thank you.
It really did.
Thank you.
You definitely stood out.
I honestly, to be just between you and me and everybody listening,
right?
I like to dress really understated because I don't know if you can tell or not, but I have this huge personality.
Yes.
So
yes.
So I don't normally wear loud clothes or loud hair.
Yes.
I'm just trying to stay understated because I walk in the room, you're going to notice me anyway.
Right.
So put a blue wig on me.
That's awesome.
So it was fun. It was really fun.
Well, good.
Yeah.
So this year you're actually you're going to be the coordinator of the
models.
The models.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
So
my job is to locate survivors, cancer survivors, any kind of cancer. I need men and women, and any body shape, any age, any size. Well, 18 and up.
Okay.
18 and up. Any body shape, any size, any area of treatment. They can be in treatment now. They can be a survivor of 10 years. Just some sort of survivor.
Okay.
And we need probably a total of 30 models, and we're getting close to where we need to be, but
awesome.
More.
So this year's Couture For The Cause
is
April 1st.
April 1st.
It will be out at Main Street America, right there off of I-45, and it's going to be a Great Gatsby theme, which I'm
Roaring 20s.
Yes, I am so excited. I've already been Googling costumes. I may have to just have somebody make mine. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm hard to please.
What's kind of fun though is because it's Great Gatsby themed, you can actually buy a costume rather than having to spend $500 or $600 on an evening gown.
That's true. Absolutely. Or rent them from Couture House or whatever. Yeah,
it's
of course.
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
But it's a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. But the main event of the fundraiser is this fashion show that features these 30 survivors in their and there'll be costume
in all their
changes.
glory.
Yeah, there'll be probably 2 costume changes, so the models will all be able to strut their stuff. And no experience is necessary with the models.
Okay.
You don't need to have experience. They will teach you everything you need to know that day.
So if any of the listeners are, fit this criteria, how would they get in contact with you to see if they could potentially be a model?
Can we give you the link for or do you want me to do the...
No, yeah, we can. We'll add the link on the YouTube video. So if you guys are interested in modeling for this event on April 1st,
It's Grateful, GRATEFUL at momgeek.com.
Okay. So the Great Gatsby theme is going to be, super awesome. But the fashion show is being produced by...
I'm not sure who the producer is, but I know that all the clothing is going to be provided by Macy's.
Okay.
So thank you, Macy's, for providing the clothing for this wonderful event. So it'll be probably along the lines of the theme. That's what they did last year. Last year the theme was Italy.
Yes.
And so we had some really glamorous outfits that we wore. And so with... we because we don't have modern day Gatsby looking clothes,
right?
And the clothes are
maybe we should. I'm just saying, Macy's.
With Downton Abbey.
Yes. Yes.
So, but the clothes will all be provided by Macy's, which is very generous of them. And last year they let us use their dressing room area. It was really, really nice.
That's
it was very
that's
classy
great
of them.
Just make sure you guys get your shoes, though.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Your
all right.
shoes are on your own.
Well, Kandas, I appreciate so much for you sharing your story and how you got involved with Couture for the Cause, which benefits the American Cancer Society. And I'm really looking forward to a great relationship going forward with this entire team.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.